हेलो एंड वेलकम टू टेक्निकली स्पीकिंग विद वेंचुरा। इस पॉडकास्ट सीरीज में हम ऐसे सीजन ट्रेडर्स के साथ बात करने वाले हैं जिनके माइंडसेट, मेथड्स और मार्केट्स के साथ के इंटरपर्सनल रिलेशनशिप के बारे में हम डीप डाइव करेंगे। सो लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड। हाय समीर।
Hi.
सो टेल मी समथिंग, आपकी ट्रेडिंग जर्नी कब और कैसे शुरू हुई?
So it started sometime in 1987
ओह वाओ।
and it was very accidental because I was in a job and I was on a training and they asked me to cover stock market. So I just started going and meeting people and I got fascinated with Vaida Bazaar, that is today's F&O.
ओके।
So the first ever trade that I did was of Vaida. I bought Great Eastern in F&O.
ओह, सो तभी ना एप्स थे ना कोई ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म था, सो हाउ डिड यू डील विद इट? लाइक रियल टाइम कैसे आपने सब?
तो उस ज़माने में तो ऐप नहीं थे, वो सच था, बट द सिस्टम वॉज दैट यू कॉल योर ब्रोकर. ब्रोकर विल इन टर्न कॉल द रनर, जिसको आप रनर बोलते हो, हम लोग उसको सौदा करने वाले बोलते थे.
ओके।
So they will be all on the floor and the order will be passed to the runner. Runner will go to the particular counter, buy or sell the shares and come back. Confirm the trade to the broker on the internal lease line. And in the evening or whenever, if the customer is large, immediately, broker will call back and give the confirmation.
वाओ, दैट्स समथिंग। एंड आपका ट्रेड जनरली तभी इंस्टिंक्ट बेस्ड था या वाज देयर सम काइंड ऑफ स्ट्रेटजी यूज्ड टू यूज?
Those days there was no tools like chart and all that. Very few chartists were there. But market was very close. So each one knew each other. So each one used to talk to each other. Then they used to filter their own idea and they used to trade accordingly. So it was all informed and largely based on fundamental. It was never on technicals because market was very small. The volumes were very small. Broker wise limit, entire broker wise limit was 20 crore.
वाओ।
No broker can cross 20 crore turnover limit.
आज के हिसाब से इट इज लाइक नथिंग,
It's peanut.
पीनट्स। या सो आजकल ट्रेडिंग वर्ल्ड में ना सब अपने ही जोन में रहते हैं. समबडी इज डूइंग ओनली इक्विटी, समबडी इज डूइंग ओनली से इंट्राडे. सो आपने कैसे डिसाइड किया कि F&O इज फॉर यू?
नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, क्योंकि उस ज़माने में इंट्राडे तो पॉसिबल नहीं था. इंट्राडे वॉज पॉसिबल ओनली फॉर द मार्केट मेकर्स. वी यूज टू कॉल देम जॉबर्स. सो ओनली मार्केट मेकर्स और पीपल हु गो इन द पिट, हम उसको रिंग बोलते थे, हॉल, ट्रेडिंग हॉल. Only they could have done intraday trading.
Okay.
Others, it is impossible for others to do intraday trading because there was a time lag between you call the broker, get the confirmation, then you call back. So it was largely not possible. So either you take the delivery or you trade in futures. But since the spread was so high between buying and selling, even in delivery based trading, that it is not possible or worthwhile to do intraday trading unless you are booking a loss.
अच्छा, और अभी तो इंट्राडे ट्रेडिंग इज वेरी इजी फॉर पीपल टू डू, सो यू नेवर स्विच टू इट?
Of course, I never switched to it because there is a calculation. So strike rate versus drawdown, if you see 80% of the trade you will have drawdown and out of 10 2 trades will go right. In this 2 trade, intraday time period is so small that odds are always against you. So you lose in 8 trade, make money in 2 trade, net you lose money. And that is what my reading also. All the intraday trader, even in the best market and momentum scenario, either breaks even or make little bit of money or they have a loss balance sheet.
आपने जो बात की एकदम परफेक्ट है. मुझे एक चीज़ जाननी थी, आई जस्ट डाइव इनटू इट, कि सेबी का एक करंट रिपोर्ट है जिसमें बोलते हैं कि सिर्फ 10% ट्रेडर्स F&O में पैसा बनाते हैं. बाकी 90% व्हाट डू दे डू रॉन्ग दैट दे कांट मेक मनी?
So let me clarify. SEBI report is on the basis of data, and it is perfect. But we have to go beyond data. Because we are in the market. SEBI is just analyzing data and throwing data to the market. What we have to do as a trader is we have to analyze. So if you see MTF, 90% of the people lose money. If you say intraday, 90% of the people lose money. Even if you say delivery trade, 90% of the people lose money. Or little less than that, because delivery they buy the stock and keep sitting on it. Someday they get their money. But if you look at the cost that they have paid, cost of money that they have invested, they will be in a loss. Because unless you are very focused trader, or you are sure what you want to do, if you trade for the excitement or trade because others are trading, then you got to pay the fees, and that fees are quite large. It is like going to SL World. If you want excitement, go to SL World. You have to pay the fees. Market is also like that. If you go there, you have to pay the fees. But unless you pay the fees, you will never learn the market.
That's true. Getting over your fear is something that...
Correct. So I spoke about my first trade, but in my first trade, during those days, I lost 10,000 rupees.
Wow, that's a big
And
sum.
it was a big fearsome factor for me. It was a big loss for me because my salary was not even 6,000 rupees.
Wow, that's a big risk. आपको लगता है कि mindset ज़्यादा matter करता है या you have to strategize?
In the market, there is no single strategy works. Even for same setup, if you are following any chart pattern or anything, whether you are following Fibonacci, you are following Boringal band, or we used to follow the wave theory, Elliott wave theory. So all that theories, you can have a same pattern for different script, but the result will be different. So you can't follow a same strategy for all the stock.
Right.
Market is an art. It is not science.
नहीं, सही बात है. अगर कोई एक चीज़ सुधारी जाए तो सक्सेस के चांसेस बढ़ जाते हैं.
तो सुधारने का एक ही है कि you have to be humble, you have to be ready for losses. So most of the people are not ready for the losses, and you have to be really immune to the losses. मतलब आपको 25-50 हज़ार का लॉस हो गया तो आप रोते बैठोगे तो आप कभी भी होएगा कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. इवन फॉर स्टार्टर्स, इफ दे ट्रेड इन 2 shares and 5 shares, और दे विल ट्रेड इन ऑप्शंस, 5,000 रुपया matters them a lot, then they should not come in the market.
So
Risk, understanding of risk is very important, because without risk you will never get reward in the market.
Right.
That's true for even mutual fund, because when markets are bad, mutual funds are always give you negative return. But if you understand that why this loss is, then you will be able to come out of it one day and will be successful.
करेक्ट है. सो आपका ना इंक्लिनेशन टूवर्ड्स फ्यूचर इज वेरी विजिबल. सो व्हाई सो? व्हाट्स द एज देयर?
No, it is not a question of inclination. Very simple. If I go to bank, they'll ask me 10 documents. Give me this, give me this, give me this, give me this, before finalizing a small, tiny personal loan. Okay? Or they may give you 10 lakh rupees personal loan because they have a history with them. In F&O market, as against even MTF, you are not borrowing money from anybody. You are borrowing from the market. Market is so fine-tuned that the rate of interest that you pay is fine-tuned due to large number of market participants, buyer, seller, financer. So they are fine-tuned. So without asking or begging or please karke de, you get a easy credit.
Right.
Plus you can leverage. Now how much can you leverage, that has to be seen. That depends.
So we'll come back to that, but before that, I just wanted to know that most people online, like your large investors, podcasters nowadays, talk about advice. They strictly actually advise to stay away from futures. Why so?
Maybe because I have seen the same podcast.
Okay.
Okay, maybe because they have started like today's youngsters in the market, they got lured by F&O, they must have traded futures, they must have lost money. So they have decided. But you know, future and the cash market are same. Suppose you want to buy Tata Steel in cash market or a future, it is like prepaid plan or a postpaid plan.
Okay.
So you buy Tata Steel today at X price and the price is X minus 10. That means you have lost 10%. Okay. In futures, you buy a Tata Steel today and X minus 10. At least you have time to pay. So the quantum of loss, whether you take delivery or you buy it in F&O, is the same. It is only a bet size. Because if you don't have money, you will not take a large bet.
Yeah.
In F&O, you take a large bet. So in case of reversal, you lose lot of money.
बराबर है. So like you say that futures is not for the faint hearted. It brings a lot of pressure, there's leverage and there's reward too. But would you say that your personality fits into the high leverage instruments, or did the market shape you over time?
No, of course, market shapes everybody over time. So there is nothing like I like futures. I have a definitely tilt for futures. But I also trade in B group. I also invest in B group, mid cap, micro cap. I never invest in large cap, I only trade large cap.
अच्छा.
Because large cap is contrary to belief, large caps are not rewarding.
And in your view, what differentiates a disciplined futures trader from someone who burns out or blows up?
So it is very simple. You need to understand what kind of loss you can suffer, and you have to be very disciplined about cutting down your losses. You know, unless you cut down your losses, you will never be able to succeed, because obviously, because you are trading in futures, you are leveraged. When you foresee losses, the losses are much bigger than otherwise you would face. So you have to be very sure when to cut losses and how to cut losses.
करेक्ट है. तो हम थोड़ा टेक्निकल अभी जाते हैं कि आप फॉरगॉटन आर्ट बोलते हो स्टॉक फ्यूचर्स को, ठीक है. आपको क्यों लगता है कि ये टेक्निक आज की जनरेशन मिस कर रही है या समझ नहीं पा रही?
फॉरगॉटन आर्ट तो नहीं बोल सकते. ऑल लार्ज ट्रेडर्स, लार्ज इंस्टीट्यूशंस, HNIs, they all trade futures even currently. It is a sales team of broking companies for whom it is very easy to convince large number of smaller ticket players to come and trade either intraday or options. It requires a skill, it requires a training, it requires you to lose some money, it requires you to understand, because there is always a difference. So whenever a chartist see charts, he will always see chart on the basis of cash market. Now if somebody tells you that you buy so and so stock at so and so price, he means cash market levels. These are the level to buy, this is stop losses and this is a reward.
Right.
If you trade in futures, the price is above or below cost of carry. So you have to adjust your stop loss, you have to adjust everything accordingly.
Yeah.
And you also have to have a capability to buy stock in that particular lot. Today Mahindra and Mahindra is a lot of 200. But if you buy IFCI may be 25,000. While the value remains the same of 5-7 lakh rupees, 1 rupee loss in IFCI is 25,000 rupees loss. So, you have to understand that you are taking leverage in IFCI. The leverage, if goes wrong, can hurt you a lot. So 10 rupees minus means 1 lakh of rupees gone. Plus futures ideally should not be traded intraday or intra-week.
Correct.
It is basically an instrument which you roll over for a reasonable return.
स्टॉक फ्यूचर्स के सबसे बड़े एडवांटेजेस आप बताइए हमको.
देखिए, एक तो ये है कि आपके पास लॉस करने का और मार्जिन देने का पैसा है, पर आपके पास बड़ा ट्रेड करने का पैसा नहीं है, तो मार्केट टेक्स केयर ऑफ इट. यू डोंट हैव टू गो एंड बैग योर ब्रोकर, भाई तू मेरा कर दे. कुछ नहीं करना पड़ता है. यू डोंट हैव टू गो एंड टेल स्टॉक एक्सचेंजेस ऑल्सो. किसी को नहीं बोलना पड़ता है, कजिन्स को नहीं बोलना पड़ता है, भाई थोड़ा पैसा दे मेरे को ट्रेड करना है. कोई देगा ही नहीं. मार्केट कुछ पूछता नहीं है. यू जस्ट बाय अ स्टॉक, market will take margin from you. It will charge whatever interest is prevailing. That is again fine tuned, as I said earlier. It is cheapest. Today the F&O interest are the cheapest than any MTF, even by a non-banking company.
Oh wow.
So there is an advantage.
तो जिनके पास लिमिटेड फंड्स है, दिस इज आई थिंक आइडियली द बेस्ट वे टू गो.
No. Not limited funds.
हाँ.
They have limited resources. They want to make big money, and they want to ensure that losses are restricted. If they are disciplined, this is the best instrument.
Okay.
Okay, because they have to understand. It is not intraday. It is not swing trade. It is not momentum trade. It's a trade which is done in lieu of delivery trade. So if you have entered in a delivery market for 8 months or 1 year, your horizon has to be the same. Only thing is, because your money is cheaper, margin requirement is less, you have better probability to make money, and you can increase your leverage size.
बराबर है. एंड बट देयर इज अ फ्लिप साइड टू इट. द अदर साइड ऑफ लेवरेज इज रिस्क. So what's your take on that?
Correct. So you buy a house on EMI, you lose a job, it's a leverage. You are out of your house. You buy a car, you are thrown out of your office. You are unable to pay, they will repossess the car.
Right.
It's a leverage.
Yeah.
So while buying a house cannot be a leverage, buying a car is not a leverage, buying a share is a leverage. It is a leverage, of course it is a leverage, and there is a flip side, because you can land up in a huge loss.
Yeah.
But imagine you have bought a house and you have no income now, and you are thrown out of the house. Isn't it the same? In fact, the setback to your mind is much larger. So any leverage instrument is always like it.
So what's your take on over leveraging, or lack of discretion can destroy capital?
Again, I will say the same thing. When you have capability of a loss, you leverage it, that you have money to suffer loss. But when you say that I have so much money to lose, let me leverage it double or triple the time, because the probability is that I am going to make money. And if it reverses, then my loss magnified many times. And that is where I am totally destroyed. And it is not about only money, because my money is gone, my credibility is gone, my self esteem and my inner ego will hurt, and I will be out of the market for a long period of time, because I will not understand what went wrong. So leveraging, yes. Over leveraging, no, unless you are very lucky. Over leverage will make you a lot of money.
Yeah.
But then again, that is a recipe of a future disaster.
सही बात है. एंड आपकी कोई पर्सनल स्टोरी जहाँ पे आपने ओवर लेवरेज शायद कर लिया हो?
खैर, ओवर लीवरेज तो कभी किया नहीं, पर हमारे ज़माने में तो सब ओवर लीवरेज ही थे, बिकॉज हमको मार्जिन नहीं भरना पड़ता था, हमको कुछ नहीं भरना पड़ता था. हमको सिर्फ ब्रोकर को फ़ोन करना था कि भाई 5,000 शेयर ले ले, 10,000 शेयर ले ले, 25,000 शेयर ले ले. वो देखता था, वो कभी ऐसा नहीं देखता था कि एक रूम किचन में रहता है या पेडर रोड पे रहता है. वो खाली इतना देखता था कि आदमी होशियार है कि नहीं, और ये नुकसान करेगा तो बाद में ये ट्रेड करके मेरा पैसा वापस देगा कि नहीं. तो नेचुरल था उस जमाने में. एवरीबडी वाज ओवर लीवरेज्ड.
पर अभी के सिचुएशन में
अभी तो नोबडी कैन बी ओवर लीवरेज्ड, बिकॉज मार्जिन रूल्स आर सो स्ट्रिक्ट. बीइंग अ ओल्ड स्कूल, I will say the margins are horrible. Nobody, nowhere in the world, such a margins are there in futures. The kind of margins that we have are horrible. MTF, nothing to talk, because broker wants to offer MTF, but they are always worried that there will be a down circuit, and this they will not be able to sell the portfolio. So they'll keep increasing. The exchange will suggest 25% margin, they will say 40% margin, exchange suggests 35% margin.
एक चीज नोटिस कर रही हूँ, आप ज्यादा ना ऑप्शंस के बारे में बात नहीं कर रहे हैं.
No, I used to trade options. I like options, but options cannot be traded singularly. It can be traded singularly on the basis of swing. Suppose you are reading a chart of Ashok Leyland and you think that in 2-3 days time there is going to be a major spike, or you have some information which suggests that there is going to be a major spike. Then you buy a call because it's cheaper, and you buy deep out of the money call because the cost that you pay is meager. And when the movement starts, the deep out of the money calls gives you multiplier effect. So 2 rupees call can be 40 rupees and 50 rupees. Till the time it becomes at the money call. Once it becomes at the money call, the correlation between a stock price and options, call or a put, becomes simple. So you no more get that kind of payoff. So I used to trade, even today I trade out of money calls or out of money put. But best way is that whenever there are events, large corporate events, you must buy a call and a put. The moment you buy a call and a put, you don't have to worry about the event and the market moment, because whichever way market goes, you have position on both sides.
Both sides, yeah.
So suppose there is a fantastic news, you can keep the call and square off put. If you are a really terrible news than what market expect, then you can book loss in your call, but make multiplier profit in a put.
अच्छा, so let's talk about a few other leverage tools. Top of my mind, आप बात कर रहे हैं कब से MTF के बारे में. So can you just show how, tell us how responsibly can somebody use MTF?
Yes, MTF is a very good tool. Absolutely good tool. You don't want to trade in F&O market because F&O lot size is deterrent to you. Lots are big. Then same stock you can buy in MTF. Maybe you will pay a little more margin, but you will get a leverage. And it will be a reasonable non-leverage, non-over-leverage product. Because margins, I think MTF margins are close to 40%. So you can't buy more than 2.5 times of your margin money, okay? And your interests are fixed. So my best bet is MTF. So if I want to buy something, I'll buy in MTF. Even if I am charged huge interest, within that time period, suppose I kept it for 90 days and I have earned 20%. Even at a very high interest rate, my interest cost is 4.5%, 4.5% at the most. So still I earn net 12 to 15%. So it's a good tool.
Yeah.
You have to understand and trade. Advantage is you don't have to block your money. You keep your money in fixed instruments, so you earn 5.5 or 6% interest. That will take care of your interest outgo. Your interest outgo can go down substantially. Suppose you pay 4.5%. Out of that, 1.5% is taken care by the remaining money kept in the liquid fund or somewhere. It will take care of that. So your cost will reduce, your profit will increase.
बराबर है. किस कैटेगरी के स्टॉक्स या सेटअप के लिए MTF ज़्यादा सूटेबल है?
I think there is a filter by the exchange only.
Okay.
But still brokers have their own categories and their own margins and all that. But my belief is it should be liquid. And before entering the MTF trade, you should actually know that you are entering in the right stock.
Okay.
See, this categorization is for the exchange and the broker. As a trader, for me, if I like this script and if it is available in MTF, I want to buy.
Right.
Then I have my own risk of less liquidity, more impact cost and all that. But if I see that I can make 50%, by holding it for 3 months and I am willing to take the risk of 20%, then I think I should do that.
और क्या एक क्वांटम या थ्रेशहोल्ड होना चाहिए कि ओके एमटीएफ यहाँ तक सेफ है?
ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है,
अच्छा,
ऐसा कुछ नहीं, देयर इज नथिंग सेफ. तो आप घर में स्टॉक लेके जाते हो, मजदा लिमिटेड ले लिया 1500 में और वो जीरो हो गया, तो थ्रेशोल्ड क्या है? कुछ नहीं है. तो थ्रेशोल्ड जैसे कुछ नहीं होता है. जिसको रिस्क नहीं लेना है वो मार्केट में नहीं आना चाहिए.
ओके, सही है. आजकल मोमेंटम और स्विंग ट्रेडिंग बहुत इन है. इट्स लाइक अ ट्रेंड, बट डू यू थिंक दैट इट्स अ गुड ट्रेंड और इज इट अ ट्रेंड दैट विल डाई अवे?
No, it will never die away because momentum and swing, the form is changed. Earlier, momentum or a trade, swing trade was for 3 months to 6 months. Now it is 10 days to 15 days. Okay, because market has also become faster. It is not only about those people, but it is about market becoming faster for reward and losses both. So swing trades are always going to be in thing. It's a wonderful tool if you understand.
ओह, सो आप बोलते हो कि आप स्क्रीन पे नहीं बैठते हो, तो व्हाट आर द सेटअप्स दैट यू यूज टू?
So I have my circle. I have some few chartists
ओके.
who keep throwing their ideas. And my request to all of them is that I never want a intraday ideas. I don't want a 5-day ideas. I want a reasonably long ideas. So when they see that it is buy on weekly chart, monthly chart, and yearly chart, then only those ideas come to me. I think 3 or 4 good technical analysts who are in my touch. I don't see the screen because if I have traded in any of their ideas, they are the first one to come and tell me, sir देखो हमने बोला था ना हो गया.
करेक्ट. सो यू नो.
So I know the price.
Yeah.
I get the price faster from one of my friend in Ahmedabad than I get it from my own dealer.
Yeah, he would want to tell you, no, that you have hit the...
Yeah, and secondly, even out of their ideas, I look at fundamental. So any ideas which is not backed by fundamentals, I avoid.
Oh, okay.
And I trade for the sake of trading on technical basis, but only on those companies, large cap companies or very reputed companies, where I don't want to apply my mind. I just want to make
Quick buck
or a quick loss and just want to
हो
get
गया,
out.
हाँ.
So I try that idea also. So many my friends says, अरे क्यों लिया आपने? मुझे ऐसे ही अच्छा लगा चार्ट पे तो ले लिया. अरे ऐसा कैसा कर सकते हो? अरे कर सकता हूँ.
हाँ.
पैसा ही कमाना है ना.
हाँ.
पैसा कमाना है या खोना, इधर पे.
हाँ, कुछ तो करना है.
खुद तो करना.
सो ओवर द इयर्स किसी ने आपको ऐसा इन्फ्लुएंस किया है या एनीबडी यू लुक्ड अप टू लाइक अ मेंटोर?
Not really.
ओह वाओ.
I have zero mentor because my mother used to say, आँख फूटी और घर भी जलाया, दोनों दफ़ा गुरु आप नफ़ा आपने पाया. तो कोई मेंटर के पीछे कुछ भी ट्रेड करोगे तो आपका कभी ट्रेड सक्सेस नहीं हो सकता है, बिकॉज देयर स्टाइल इज डिफरेंट. यू हैव टू इनबाइब व्हाट दे डू. यू कैन डू इट. ईच वन हैज़ अ डिफरेंट स्टाइल.
करेक्ट.
Each one has a different character, inborn quality. Okay, inborn quality. They are super fine trader. It's a super fine trader, like a super fine cotton. You know, they know how to trade, when to trade, how much to trade, how much more to leverage, and when to get out, and when to book loss.
Right.
So even now, for market fraternity, they are big investor, but actually they are super fine traders turned investor.
Right.
So they have judiciously used their leverage profit into sound investment stock.
सो आपने कभी उनसे इंस्पिरेशन या ऐसा आपको नहीं लगा कि दिस इज समथिंग दैट आई कैन पिक फ्रॉम दिस पर्टिकुलर पर्सन?
ऐसा नहीं है, because in my career I have met a lot of people. So it is very difficult.
Yeah.
You know, it is not possible that I take one wife from you, second from somebody, third from somebody. But of course, mentally I am always leverage biased. Very pro leveraged basically.
और मुझे एक बात बताइए, डू यू सराउंड योर सेल्फ विद पीपल हु नोज द नर्व्स, लाइक जानते हैं कि सुबह शाम मार्केट में रहते हैं, या फिर आप खुद भी अपने कंपनीज को डिटेल में समझने की कोशिश करते हो? उसके बारे में नॉलेज गैदर करने की कोशिश करते हो? हाउ डज इट वर्क फॉर यू?
No, it has to be like that. You have to know what you are doing. So you must know what, when you invest in a stock, even randomly, you should basically know
What's happening in the
what's
company?
happening in the company. Nowadays, it is very easy. You go to the Google or any TV18 or any even broker website, and you have all the fundamentals
Yeah.
in front of you.
Yeah.
In our time, it was never like that. So the advantage was we used to have a knowledge, or forget about me, but even a 12th or a 10th pass runner in the stock market knew what he is buying and selling, because he will have order from somebody, then in the evening he will go and ask, अरे ये क्यों लिया? So they will explain you why they have bought. This is lacking in current market.
Yeah.
You know, everybody is in silo. Everybody is sitting separately. Nobody talks to each other. They just want to brag on the social media. I made so much money. I made so much money. But it is not like that. So one of our friend is an investor. You tell him anything, and you know he will never do any leverage. Nothing. He will keep buying stock. I think currently, and several times his ideas have gone wrong. And he has a size. If the conviction is very high, he will buy 10 lakh rupees stock. If it is so, he will buy only 5 lakh rupees worth of stock.
Okay.
So many stocks have gone down. But even today, after so much volatility, I think his portfolio is close to 90-100 crore.
Wow.
So by only investing 5, 5, 10 lakh rupees, what he has done, he has kept his nature is that I want to keep investing. I don't want to sell.
Yeah.
Okay, I will sell only if I have to sell. So that is his style.
बराबर है.
Okay. Even large traders of our time, they never used to sell, but they used to hedge.
आपकी क्या स्टाइल है?
So now hedge is not available like our time. Lot. If you don't buy a stock according to the size of the lot, you can't hedge. So there is no way. But I adhere to stop losses. Stop loss is a god.
एंड व्हाट कीप्स यू ग्राउंडेड? मार्केट्स के अलावा ऐसी कौन सी चीज़ है जो आप करना पसंद करते हो?
मार्केट के सिवा ऐसा कुछ है ही नहीं जो मैं करना पसंद करता हूँ. बट ऑफकोर्स आई लाइक मूवी, आई लाइक कार्स, आई लाइक ड्राइविंग. बट ये तो सब मार्केट जितना मैं किसी भी चीज़ को पसंद नहीं करता. एंड मार्केट इसलिए कि मार्केट आपको सब सिखा देता है. मार्केट आपको ज़मीन पे कैसे रहना वो सिखा देता है.
सही बात है. एंड आपने इतने साल मार्केट्स में रहे हो, आपको मालूम है, यू हैव सीन द अप्स एंड द डाउन्स. वन थिंग दैट यू वुड गिव एज अ लाइफ लेसन टू एवरीवन?
One and most important thing, if you are in the market, you have to keep eye on quality stocks, keep accumulating quality stocks, but there is always an exit for everything, or else you must invest in mutual fund. The best thing is that you can do your job, market will do its own. But if you are in the market, you can't say I will trade only option, मैं तो buy and hold करूँगा, I will do this, I will do that, because now during the time I have given you example, market was not well informed. Now it is over informed.
Yeah.
So it is very difficult for a newcomer to identify a stock, get into the stock and get a right opportunity, right sizing. Now you know, because of the several regulations, even if I want to increase my size, I will not be able to increase my size unless I have that kind of money to back.
Right.
So one has to be very clear. If I go to say Shiv Sagar, sometimes I will have coffee, sometimes I will have dosa, sometimes I will have full lunch. So once you get into it, whatever menu is there, you should try all the menu.
What floats your boat, basically? Whatever floats your boat.
Whatever floats your boat. Why? Because market is like a ocean. You know, if you see large ship getting sunk in the ocean, the best of the best swimmer gets sunk in the ocean.
Yeah.
Why it happens? When they say that we have become bigger than the ocean, we have conquered the ocean. So the moment any trader think that they have conquered the market, it is going to be Waterloo for that person. and that person will be taught a lesson by the market in such a way
Yeah.
that it is going to be very hard.
Thank you so much. I hope you had a good time with us.
Yes, yes, I had a good day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more content that makes your financial journey smarter with Ventura. Investments in the securities market is subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.